make another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. Now Haskins on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. To throw again. Haskins. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Washington.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
On second down now, it's Love. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now Haskins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
10-yard loss on the play.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry, hurry. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
10 at the 48.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
27, Kareem Hunt.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Run. Switch. Check. Point it right. 55 to mine. Check.
Now Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run again with Love on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Here's Haskins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Real. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. Hey, check Mike.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
2nd and 10.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Haskins will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
2nd and 10. Here's McKissick. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Third down. Here's Haskins. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Browns 13. Washington 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
safety screen. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Mayfield down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Mayfield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal to go.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Browns 20. Washington.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
36.
Now it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 51. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
A carry now for McKissick. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Rush.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ricky. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroon, and it's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Callaway. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And again, it's Mayfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Hurry. Safe.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to number 83.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mayfield with it once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
5-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry. Go. Run. 55.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check three. Check three. Chance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Wow. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they'll watch this one fall. In the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They will run it. It's McKissick. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
The tackle.
They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Washington.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
51 to Mike. Come on. Hatchet.
They'll run with McKissick. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Following the interception, Mayfield flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. Yeah, it's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 31, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's our time. It's our time. Go, go. 52, Mike 52. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Tackle made.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Here's Love again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by...
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Is a turnover on down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.